right, good morning. This is my test video just to see sort of how things look, how they come across. This is for my Adhpa channel. For those of you that want to know what or who Adhpa is, I'll do a particular video on that. Suffice it to say, this is sort of, you can think of it as an energy experiment of mine, and it looks like we're going to get photobombed by our Heidi. You'll see her coming into videos quite frequently, I think, because she likes to steal the show. Anyway, she's just off camera there to the left. We'll see if she makes an appearance here before long. I'm sure she will. Okay, so I guess a good place to start is, what is the intention of this channel? Like a lot of people out there reading, working with tarot and divination stuff, there's a movement to share what people are sensing, bringing up, picking up, in order to help other people who might be looking for some guidance, assistance. For me, this is all tools for energy work. It's my philosophy that human beings are created with an array of faculties, and those faculties help us to live, be productive, manifest things, make things, be in fact everything that humans are capable of being. Those faculties you'll know about because you use them every day. We often talk about the five senses, and of course those involve using our faculties. There is also faculties, thinking faculties, capacities, capabilities. So being able to reason, understand logic, being able to derive information from other information, so interpretive faculties. And then of course you have all your physical abilities, whether you can run, fly, walk, whatever you do physically. But there are a whole range of energy faculties that we need and use every day to survive, but that we don't really understand or use consciously. And in fact, the whole universe is entirely composed of energy. And we really have, it's still, as human beings, a very limited understanding of how this energy functions with living things. We've figured out something about electricity and how to use energy with inanimate objects, so we can create electrical power for our homes and all of that. But we really don't understand how the natural world interacts with and is part of and functions in this energy field or composite or foundation. There are a lot of ways you could describe the energy matrix in which we exist. So for me, using tarot is a way of identifying energy, honing our interpretive faculties, and then being able, therefore, to give ourselves information to help us function better, grow. So what are some of these energy faculties that we have and use all the time and don't really think about and don't really know about and don't really understand? Of course, I don't know everything. So I know there are a lot of faculties, but I can explain to you how to start to understand what they are by giving you some of the big ones, the basis, the things that we use, live, breathe every day that is actually a use of our energy faculties. So the first one is dreaming. Some people remember their dreams, some people don't, but universally human beings dream. And what is that dreaming? That dreaming is, it's not a physical action in reality. In other words, what you're doing in your dream is not physically happening to your body, and yet there are things that can come through dreams that physically occur to you, or people can have actual physical reactions to events in their dreams in certain ways. So But dreaming is a natural energy faculty that we have very little understanding of, but it happens to us all. Another one is tears, crying. So you may say, well, that's an emotional reaction. Well, it is a reaction generally to some sort of emotional or, dare I say, energy event. But it in itself is a faculty that allows us to process certain energies and create a healing, a restoration. Something occurs from those tears. So those are two, we could talk about gut feelings. We could talk about intuition. It's as simple as imagination. Let me tell you, one of the simplest energy faculties that we have is the ability to be in the experience of one energy and yet choose to create another one. In other words, we can be in a difficult, trying situation, but we can choose to create joy, love, and from a frequency, and to project that in a way that it affects other people and the situation that we're in. So those are our energy faculties, some examples of how you might identify what your energy faculties are. But the fact is, we generally use them subconsciously, unconsciously. They just simply happen to us. Dreams happen to us, tears happen to us, change in emotions and what we're putting out happens to us. But that is the fallacy, of course, because we have full control of it. Just as we have full control of our ability to go for a run or not go for a run, to try to figure out a complicated equation or not figure out a complicated equation, to recognize and deduce truth from facts presented or not. We have that is all representative of our autonomic use as opposed to our conscious use of our energy faculties. So the point of this whole thing is to try in some way to open up a conversation, explore the concepts, and start to understand our energy faculties and energy in general as it relates to living things. I will say that it's all pretty clear on the face of it. So everything that you've been told by mystics and over the years through all the work people's done is a representation of it. So your world is what you create, and that is a representation of you have the ability fully within your body from the moment you come in to use these faculties to operate in a way with Earth and on Earth that is either good and productive or something else. And in fact, when you come down to a real deep dive into the essence of energies, you may discover, as I have, that in fact, in any moment, all the energies come down to one simple choice. It's a very binary choice we always have in every moment, and that is to either resonate good energy as the moment dictates, or to resonate not good energy. Either way, we are resonating, and we will resonate an energy. But are we going to do it as a reaction, or are we going to do it as an intention? And all of that energy is all, of course, connected to the universal matrix, and so naturally, as a function of intention and working with energy, certain things can be created, certain doors can be opened, and pathways can be manifest and shown to us for fulfilling these energy intentions, particularly if they are based on what is in the highest good in the moment. So I hope to be able to share some ideas about that and do some readings, use some other divination tools that might help you learn how to use them yourself to work with energy. Additionally, there is a text, they're really teachings that were brought in through a very ancient way of working with these energies, a tried and true ancient method, which comes through the Lakota, Dakota, Nakota nations, and this one in particular, these channeled in by a Dakota member and in ceremony with other people working from that nation on these energies in a purity of spirit and with a deep historical understanding of how to work with the energies. And they brought in these teachings. They're called the 1111 teachings. They, generally speaking, they describe the energies that exist universally, as well as those that we have faculties to manifest ourselves, which are spiritual. We call them universal energies and spiritual energies. And I have a deck of tarot cards I have created through my work with the person who brought that in, Chief Standing Elk, also known as Golden Light Eagle, also known as Lauren Zephyr, and who I was honored to walk with for a time on this earth and learn from a great many things. And as a result of all of that, in my own form of ceremony or working with these energies, was brought this message some years ago about marrying the 1111 energies to the tarot, because it's a natural fit for describing the path of life. Tarot describes the path of life, and the 1111 describes the energies of life, if you will. So I have done that and have marked a deck, created a deck, but I'm currently developing an actual deck that hopefully will be more representative of the marrying of the two entities. That will have an actual additional, in that deck there is an additional suit called Rainbows, which really talks about once we have learned these energies reality and started to get mastery in working with them, then it opens up a whole new cycle of being from a standpoint of agency over energy, and I call that the rainbow suit. So if this goes and people are interested and want to see me do it, I'm happy to pull out that deck and do some readings. I generally do a weekly reading, which I post to my Facebook page, which I will put a link in the description of this if I post it. And I have a secondary page on there, which is called Adhpa. Suffice it to say that that is, for the purposes of these videos, a place where I only post energy work stuff. There's no personal politic, none of that goes on that page. So I'll put that link in here as well, and I will of course post these videos up on that page, as well as on my YouTube channel. So yeah, if you like it, click like, leave me a comment, let me know what you think about it. I didn't give you my name in this because I don't think names are really important. Just call me Adhpa for this, and that'll be just fine. Said, leave a comment, leave a like, and let me know if you want me to do a reading, put something out, get this thing started. I'll do one card pull for the moment, just to give people some satisfaction. I know you've waded into this, now 13 minutes, 14 minutes into my intro. Thank you very much if you have done that. So I'm going to pull, today is October 13th, 2024. And I'm just going to do a little 3-card pull, tell us where we're at, what's behind us, and what's ahead for the week. All right, come on down here. Let's see if we can get a look at these cards. All right. All right, I'm just going to do a little line through here and see if something jumps out, see if Spirit has something in the energy that it wants to give us. You see Heidi there sleeping next to me. That little girl is actually 22 years old. Yes. But we've done a lot of energy work on her, and she's still enjoying her life with us. All right, here we go. 3-card read for the week for the collective. Just a 3-card week for the collective, and there we go. We got our top card out. When the card jumps out, I know I've got my connection going, and we'll see what that says. So, all right, well, we got 4 of Pentacles. So this is a time to take care of yourself. Be grateful for what you have. You know, right now there is a possibility for an expansion of well-being and a healing. But this week is going to be all about tending and healing you, what you have now. Be where you need to be now, in the moment, in gratitude, with your well-being, and water it, tend it. Okay, we have recently come through an Empress experience. There's been this great expansion going on, this birthing, we're creating some new energy. This energy is also expanding, and it's the nurturing, divine, feminine, loving, supportive energy, and that is what we're experiencing coming in, and have been experiencing coming in. And so where that's going to lead us to, oh, look at that, isn't that beautiful? 10 of Cups. We are really coming to that happy families moment. We are coming to a place where our energy can really create the kind of world for all of us, where we can have joy, fulfillment, be sustained, be loving, create things together, whether it's beautiful things or technology to support us. We really are getting ready to come to that moment. So, and we're all part of it. None of this happens without your energy. None of it. And you have great ability to simply focus in certain energies, higher frequency energies, what appears in the moment to be the highest good energies, and simply call them into being within you, and then emit them out. You can send that out. You don't have to know somebody's situation. You don't have to know anything about it to ask for a highest good energy for them to come through you and be directed towards them. And that's how we get to our 10 Cups moment. All right, I love you guys, and leave me a like, and let's see how this works out, all right? Talk to you soon. Doksha.